Hello everyone, welcome you in my YouTube channel. I am Dr. Mohammad Sirajul Faizi, Assistant Professor, Department of Chemistry, LS College, Muzaffarpur. And today in this video, I am going to explain about paramagnetism and diamagnetism. So what is paramagnetism? Look at here. Magnet off, a magnet on. What does it mean? This is the magnet and this is your sample. So if magnet is off, your sample is like that, and if it is on, then two situations will come. Either it will go down or either it will go up. So if it attract with the magnet, then it is called paramagnet. If it is not attract with the magnet, then it is called diamagnetic. Just concentrate here. This is your instrument, this is your capillary where you have the sample and you want to check that sample is paramagnetic or diamagnetic. So if after magnetic on, if it attract with the magnet, then it is called paramagnetic, and if it is repel, then it is called diamagnetic. So different situations for diamagnetic and paramagnetic, and this is the neutral situations when your magnet is off. So what does it mean? Crystal field splitting of d orbitals, high spin and low spin situations for d5 metal. Draw the diagram for high and low spins. Look at here. This T2G and EG, and from here to here and here. This is imaginary, not the exact diagram. So this one is larger energy gap and this one is lower energy gap. So larger energy gap, all 5 electrons are here because it will not to go here. But if this energy gap is less, first day 3 field and then without pairing it will go here. And that one is very important concept. This is the pictorial diagram for understanding, not the exact. So if it is high, then pairing occurs. If it is low, then not pairing occurs. So large splitting, we called it low spin. Large splitting, low spin. Just remember, large splitting, low spin. Net spin, zero spin, diamagnetic. And a small splitting, high spin, net spin, 5 spin, paramagnetism. So it is zero spin means it is talking about the 6, maybe that one is wrong. This is the 5, this one unpaired electron is here. Small splitting, high spin, this is the high spin. Net spin, 5 spin, paramagnetic. So that one is wrong, I think. The d electrons configurations of M, two cations of the transition metal. If you have scandium, D1, titanium, vanadium, chromium, manganese, ferrous, cobalt, nickel, copper, zinc. So these are the system. So D1, D2, D3, D4, D5, D6, D7, D8, D9, D10, cation valence electron only. So look at here, this T and E. Now different thing. This T and E, building of weak field, high spin electron configurations. So these 2 electrons, these 3 electrons. No meaning of high spin or low spin. But you see here, it will go, it will like that. But maybe it will pair. There is a chances. So such T2G2, T2G3, T2G3, EG4. So if it is less, then without pairing, it will go in higher energy level. How many unpaired electron in FeCN6 4 minus and in FeH2O6 2 plus? So what is the ligand? Nature of ligand, look at this is a strong ligand So what is the charge of Fe in Cn4 minus and FeH2O2 plus? Fe2 plus is both cases. So this is the configurations. What kind of ligand are Cn and water? Cn is strong ligand field and H2O is weak, and that is the key for answer of these questions. Large splitting, large splitting, large splitting, just consider large splitting, pairing, low spin, pairing in case of Cn, not pairing. So this is diamagnetic and this one is paramagnetic. Energy gap larger than advantage due to Hund's rule. Energy gap is small, Hund's rule applies. So friends, D1 system, D3, D5, D5, D6, D6, so on. You just take the example and take here number of unpaired electron. Take the configurations and count and find it is paramagnetic or diamagnetic. That is very important for examinations purpose. So friends, hope this video will be helpful to you. If you like this video, then subscribe my channel, and thanks for watching.